Imagine standing in front of an audience. 100 pairs of eyes are on you. Some people glance at their phones, others yawn, and a few quietly leave the room. You start speaking, but you can feel it, your words aren't landing. The audience isn't reacting the way you hoped. Now, picture a different scenario. You step onto the stage, and all eyes are locked on you. People listen with fascination, nodding along, laughing at the right moments, and after your speech, they come up to thank you and ask questions. What makes the difference? Why do some speeches leave people cold, while others inspire, engage, and even change lives? Here's the good news. Delivering a powerful speech isn't magic, nor is it a talent you have to be born with. It's a skill, one that anyone can learn with the right techniques and practice. Published by Audiobooks Hub. Chapter 1. The Power of Preparation. The secret to a great speech starts long before you step onto the stage. Preparation is the foundation of every powerful public speech. Even the most charismatic speakers don't rely solely on natural talent. They plan, structure, and rehearse their speeches to maximize impact. Know your audience. Before crafting your speech, ask yourself, who am I speaking to? A business audience expects facts and data, while a general audience might connect better with stories and emotions. Research your listeners. What are their interests, concerns, and expectations? The more you understand them, the more relevant and engaging your speech will be. Define your core message. A great speech isn't just a collection of ideas, it delivers a clear, powerful message. Ask yourself, if my audience remembers only one thing, what should it be? Keep your message concise and memorable. Everything in your speech should support and reinforce this central idea. Structure your speech. Every strong speech follows a logical structure. The classic formula is: opening. Capture attention with a surprising fact, a question, or a personal story. Body. Present your key points with clear explanations, examples, and transitions. Conclusion. Reinforce your core message and leave your audience with something to think about or act upon. Using this structure ensures your speech is easy to follow and leaves a lasting impression. Rehearse like a pro. Practice isn't just about memorizing words, it's about refining your delivery. Here's how to do it effectively. Practice out loud. Reading silently is different from speaking aloud. Say your speech multiple times to adjust pacing and tone. Record yourself. Listening to a recording helps you identify weak spots and improve clarity. Rehearse in front of a friend. Get honest feedback and adjust accordingly. Time yourself. Make sure your speech fits within the allotted time without rushing or dragging. Adapt and refine. No speech is perfect on the first try. The best speakers continuously tweak their content and delivery. If possible, test your speech with a small audience and note their reactions. Adjust your wording, examples, or delivery style based on their feedback. Key takeaway. Preparation isn't just a step, it's the foundation of a great speech. Knowing your audience, crafting a clear message, structuring your speech effectively, and rehearsing thoroughly will set you up for success. A well-prepared speaker exudes confidence, and confidence captures attention. Chapter 2. Captivating your audience from the first second. The first few seconds of your speech determine whether your audience will listen or tune out. People have short attention spans, and if you don't hook them immediately, you risk losing them. A strong opening grabs attention, sparks curiosity, and sets the tone for the rest of your speech. The power of a strong opening. Your opening should do 3 things. Grab attention. Make people sit up and listen. Create curiosity. Give them a reason to keep listening. Establish credibility. Show them why they should trust you. Let's look at some of the best ways to start a speech. Start with a powerful question. Questions force the audience to think. A well-placed question makes them mentally engage with your topic. Example: what if I told you that in just 5 minutes, you could become a more confident speaker? Example: how many of you have ever felt nervous before speaking in public? These questions make people curious and personally involved in your speech. Use a shocking fact or statistic. People love surprising information. A shocking fact instantly grabs attention. Example: did you know that fear of public speaking is more common than the fear of death? Example: most people forget 90% of what they hear within 24 hours, so how can you make your speech unforgettable? By presenting an unexpected fact, you make your audience curious about what comes next. Tell a short, personal story. Stories are one of the most powerful tools for capturing attention. A personal story makes you relatable and helps your audience emotionally connect with you. Example: I still remember my first speech. My hands were shaking, my voice was trembling, and I wished I could disappear. But then something changed. The key is to keep it short. Your story should lead naturally into your main point. Use a bold statement or quote. A strong, controversial, or thought-provoking statement can instantly hook your audience. Example: public speaking is not a talent, it's a skill that anyone can master. Example: Winston Churchill once said, "A good speech should be like a woman's skirt, long enough to cover the subject but short enough to create interest." A powerful statement makes people curious and eager to hear your explanation. Engage with humor. A well-placed joke can relax the audience and make you more likable. However, humor must be appropriate for your audience and setting. Example: they say people fear public speaking more than death. That means at a funeral, most people would rather be in the coffin than giving the eulogy. If your joke lands well, it creates an instant connection with your audience. Keep it short and smoothly transition. Your opening should last no more than 30 to 60 seconds. After grabbing attention, transition smoothly into your main content. Avoid long-winded introductions, get straight to the point. Bad example: hello, everyone. Thank you for being here today. My name is John, and I am very excited to talk about public speaking. It's a really important skill, and I think everyone should learn it. So, let's get started. Good example: what if I told you that one simple trick could make your speeches unforgettable? That's exactly what I'm going to show you today. Key takeaway: the beginning of your speech is your one chance to capture attention. Use powerful questions, surprising facts, short stories, bold statements, or humor to instantly engage your audience. Keep it short, make it compelling, and smoothly transition into your main content. A strong start sets the stage for a successful speech. Chapter 3: Mastering Body Language and Voice. Great speeches are not just about words, they are about how you deliver them. Your body language and voice can either enhance your message or weaken it. Studies show that over 70% of communication is nonverbal. If your words say one thing but your body says another, your audience will believe your body. let's explore how you can use gestures, posture, eye contact, and vocal variety to make your speech more engaging and powerful. The power of confident posture. Before you even speak, your posture sends a message. A strong stance shows confidence, while a slouched posture makes you look unsure. Stand tall. Keep your back straight, shoulders relaxed, and feet shoulder-width apart. Avoid nervous habits. Rocking back and forth, crossing your arms, or putting hands in your pockets can make you look uneasy. Own the stage. Move with purpose, but don't pace excessively, it can be distracting. A confident posture makes you look and feel more powerful. Eye contact, connecting with your audience. Eye contact is one of the most powerful tools in public speaking. It makes your speech feel personal and engaging. Scan the room. Instead of staring at one spot, make eye contact with different people throughout your speech. Hold eye contact for a few seconds. Don't just glance, pause for 2 to 3 seconds before moving to another person. Avoid looking at the ceiling, floor, or your notes. If you avoid eye contact, your audience will feel disconnected. Imagine you are having a series of one-on-one conversations rather than addressing a crowd. Using gestures effectively. Your hands should enhance your speech, not distract from it. Purposeful gestures add energy and clarity. Use open hand movements. Open palms signal honesty and confidence. Illustrate key points. Show size, shape, or numbers with your hands. Avoid repetitive or nervous gestures. Don't fidget with your fingers or overuse the same motion. A good rule, if your hands naturally move when you speak, that's great. But if you're unsure what to do with them, let them relax at your sides. Mastering your voice. Your voice is a powerful tool that can make your speech exciting or dull. Use these techniques to keep your audience engaged. Vary your pitch. A monotone voice puts people to sleep. Use a mix of high and low tones for emphasis. Control your pace. Speak naturally, too fast sounds rushed, too slow sounds boring. Pause for effect. Strategic pauses create suspense and allow key points to sink in. Use volume wisely. Speak loud enough to be heard, but vary your volume to add emotion. A strong voice commands attention and makes your message more memorable. Facial expressions show emotion. Your face should match the emotion of your words. A serious message needs a serious expression, while humor should come with a smile. Use natural expressions. Forced smiles or blank stares weaken your impact. Mirror the mood of your speech. If your story is exciting, let your face show excitement. Don't overact. Express yourself, but stay authentic. When your face aligns with your words, your speech feels genuine and powerful. Key takeaway. Words alone aren't enough, your body language and voice bring your speech to life. Stand tall, make strong eye contact, use purposeful gestures, and master vocal variety. When your body, voice, and message align, you'll not only capture attention, you'll command the stage. Chapter 4. Structuring your speech for maximum impact. Even the most confident speaker will lose their audience if their speech is poorly structured. A well-organized speech keeps people engaged, helps them remember key points, and makes you sound more professional. A great speech follows a clear structure. A strong opening. Capture attention immediately. A well-organized body. Present your key points in a logical order. A powerful conclusion. Leave a lasting impression. Let's break down each section. The opening. Hook your audience. We already discussed the importance of a strong opening in Chapter 2. To recap, your introduction should grab attention with a question, story, shocking fact, or quote. Introduce your topic in a compelling way. Preview what's coming next so the audience knows what to expect. A great formula. Start with a hook related to your topic. Briefly outline your main points. Example. Imagine you're standing in front of 500 people. Your heart is racing, your palms are sweaty, and your mind goes blank. Sound familiar? In this talk, I'm going to show you 3 techniques to conquer stage fright and speak with confidence. This opening does 3 things: creates curiosity, establishes relevance, and previews the speech. The body. Organizing your key points. The body of your speech is where you deliver your main ideas. The mistake many speakers make is overloading their audience with too much information. People can't remember everything, so keep it simple and structured. The best approach. Limit yourself to 3 to 5 key points. Too many ideas make your speech confusing. Organize them logically. Chronological, problem solution, cause effect, etc. Use transitions. Smoothly guide the audience from one point to the next. Here are 3 common structures that work well. The problem solution structure. Identify a problem. Explain why it matters. Provide a clear solution. Example. Many people fear public speaking because they don't know how to control their nerves. The good news? You can overcome this with 3 simple techniques: deep breathing, visualization, and practice. The story-based structure. Tell a personal or real-life story. Extract a key lesson. Apply that lesson to your audience. Example. When I was 12, I had to give a speech in front of my class. I froze. I forgot my words. I was humiliated. Years later, I learned a technique that changed everything: preparation. Here's how you can use it too. The 3 key points structure. Introduce your topic. Break it down into 3 clear points. Summarize at the end. Example. To deliver a great speech, you only need to focus on 3 things: structure, delivery, and engagement. Let's break each one down. Transitions. Keep the flow smooth. Good transitions help your speech feel natural and connected. Instead of jumping awkwardly from one point to the next, use smooth phrases like, "Now that we've covered X, let's move on to Y." Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. That brings me to my next point. A well-structured speech should feel like a journey, not a list of random ideas. The conclusion. Leave a strong impression. Your conclusion is what people will remember most. End powerfully by summarizing key points. Briefly restate your main message. Ending with a strong closing line. A call to action, inspiring quote, or powerful final thought. Example. Public speaking isn't about talent, it's about technique. If you apply the 3 methods we discussed today, you'll transform the way you communicate. So go out there and speak with confidence. A weak ending loses impact. Don't just say, "That's all, thank you." Instead, leave your audience with something memorable. Key takeaway. A well-structured speech is easy to follow, engaging, and powerful. Use a strong opening to grab attention, organize your speech in a logical way, and finish with a memorable conclusion. When your speech flows smoothly, your message will stick. Chapter 5. The Art of Storytelling in Public Speaking. Facts inform, but stories inspire. The best public speakers, from business leaders to TED Talk presenters, use storytelling to connect with their audience. Why? Because stories make messages memorable, engaging, and emotionally powerful. In this chapter, we'll explore why storytelling works, how to craft compelling stories, techniques to make your stories unforgettable, why storytelling works. Humans are wired for stories. Neuroscientists have found that when we hear a story, our brains release dopamine, making the experience more vivid and easier to remember. Unlike dry facts, stories trigger emotions, which make people more likely to care about your message. Think about the most powerful speeches in history: Martin Luther King Jr.'s "I Have a Dream," Steve Jobs' iPhone launch, or even great TED Talks. What do they have in common? Stories. A great story captures attention from the start, creates emotional connection, makes your message stick. Now, let's break down how to build a powerful story. The structure of a great story. A well-told story has three main parts. The setup. Introduce the characters, setting, and situation. The struggle. Describe the challenge, problem, or conflict. The solution. Show how the problem was overcome and what lesson was learned. This classic hero's journey structure works because it mirrors real life. Audiences relate to struggle and transformation. Example. A few years ago, I was terrified of public speaking. My hands would shake, my voice would crack, and I'd forget my words. One day, I embarrassed myself in front of 200 people. But instead of giving up, I learned 3 techniques that changed everything. Today, I want to share those with you. Notice how this story follows the structure. Setup. Speaker was afraid of public speaking. Struggle. Embarrassment in front of an audience. Solution. Learn techniques to overcome fear. This structure keeps your audience engaged and makes your speech more relatable. Techniques to make your stories unforgettable. A good story is more than just words. Here's how to make yours stand out. Use vivid details. Instead of saying "I was nervous," say "my heart pounded, my palms were sweaty, and my throat felt dry." Details help your audience feel the moment. Add emotion. Stories should make people feel something: fear, excitement, surprise, or inspiration. If they feel it, they'll remember it. Use dialogue. Instead of "my mentor told me to be confident," say, "He looked me in the eye and said, if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will." Dialogue makes stories come alive. Pause for impact. After a dramatic moment, pause. Let the audience absorb the emotion before moving forward. End with a lesson. Your story should connect to your main message. Ask yourself, what's the takeaway? Example. I learned that fear of public speaking isn't permanent. With the right techniques, anyone can become a great speaker. If I did it, so can you. Where to use stories in a speech? Stories can fit anywhere in your speech. At the start, to grab attention. In the middle, to explain a concept. At the end, to leave a lasting impression. A speech without stories feels dry. A speech filled with stories feels alive. Key takeaway. The secret to unforgettable public speaking is storytelling. Use personal stories to connect with your audience, follow the setup struggle solution structure, and make your stories vivid and emotional. When people remember your story, they remember your message. Chapter 6. Mastering vocal delivery for maximum impact. Your words matter, but how you say them matters even more. A monotone voice can make even the most exciting speech sound dull, while a dynamic delivery can captivate an audience from start to finish. In this chapter, you will learn how to control your tone, pitch, and pace. Use pauses for emphasis. Eliminate filler words and nervous habits. Controlling your tone, pitch, and pace. Your voice conveys emotion, confidence, and authority. If your delivery lacks variation, your message will feel flat. Tone reflects your attitude and emotion. A warm, inviting tone builds connection, while a firm tone conveys authority. Pitch refers to how high or low your voice sounds. A higher pitch can express excitement, while a lower pitch can indicate seriousness. Pace is the speed at which you speak. Speaking too fast makes you hard to follow, while speaking too slowly can lose attention. How to improve? Record yourself. Listen for monotony and adjust accordingly. Practice speaking with variety. Try emphasizing different words in a sentence and notice how it changes the meaning. Mimic great speakers. Watch TED Talks or famous speeches and study their vocal techniques. Using pauses for emphasis. Pauses are a powerful tool in public speaking. They allow your audience to absorb information, build anticipation, and create a sense of drama. Use pauses to let key points sink in. Transition smoothly between ideas. Replace filler words like and Example. Instead of rushing through your message, say, "The secret to confident speaking is mastering silence." That pause grabs attention and adds weight to the statement. Eliminating filler words and nervous habits. Filler words like like, and weaken your speech. They make you sound unsure and distract from your message. How to stop using them. Record and analyze your speech. Identify where you use fillers. Practice speaking slowly. Many filler words come from rushing to the next idea. Use pauses instead. A short silence is more powerful than other nervous habits to avoid. Speaking too quickly due to anxiety. Raising your pitch at the end of every sentence, making statements sound like questions. Mumbling or failing to project your voice. Key takeaway. Your voice is one of your most powerful tools in public speaking. Mastering tone, pitch, and pace, using pauses effectively, and eliminating filler words will make your speech more engaging, persuasive, and memorable. Chapter 7. The power of body language in public speaking. Your words matter, but your body speaks just as loudly. Studies show that over half of communication is nonverbal, meaning your gestures, posture, and facial expressions can either enhance or weaken your message. In this chapter, you'll learn how to use posture and movement to project confidence. Make gestures more natural and effective. Maintain eye contact to build a strong connection. Using posture and movement to project confidence. Your stance sends an immediate message to your audience. A strong, upright posture signals confidence, while slouching or shifting nervously makes you appear uncertain. Tips for confident posture. Stand tall with your shoulders back. This opens your chest and makes your voice clearer. Keep your feet shoulder-width apart to maintain balance. Avoid shifting your weight from foot to foot, which makes you look restless. How to move effectively. Move with purpose. Walking a few steps when transitioning between ideas keeps your audience engaged. Avoid pacing or rocking. Uncontrolled movement can be distracting. Use the stage. If you're on a large stage, don't stay in one spot the entire time, own the space. Making gestures more natural and effective. Gestures add energy and emphasis to your words, making your speech more dynamic. However, forced or excessive gestures can feel unnatural. How to use gestures effectively. Match gestures to your words. If you're talking about growth, show an upward motion. If discussing numbers, count on your fingers. Keep gestures open. Avoid crossing your arms or keeping hands in your pockets. This makes you appear closed off. Avoid repetitive gestures. Using the same motion repeatedly, like pointing too much, becomes distracting. A good rule: your gestures should look like they belong to your speech, not like they were planned separately. Maintaining eye contact to build a strong connection. Eye contact builds trust and engagement. If you avoid looking at your audience, they'll feel disconnected from your message. How to maintain strong eye contact. Don't stare at one person too long. Instead, shift your gaze naturally across different sections of the audience. Hold eye contact for 3 to 5 seconds per person. This creates a sense of connection without making anyone uncomfortable. Avoid looking at the floor, ceiling, or notes too often. This makes you seem unprepared or nervous. A useful trick: if speaking to a large audience, focus on one person per section at a time. This helps you engage everyone without feeling overwhelmed. Key takeaway: your body language plays a crucial role in how your audience perceives you. Confident posture, purposeful movement, natural gestures, and strong eye contact will make your speech more compelling and memorable. Bonus chapter: handling stage fright and nervousness. Even the most experienced speakers feel nervous before stepping onto a stage. The key is not to eliminate fear, but to control it and use it to your advantage. In this chapter, you'll learn how to reframe nervousness as excitement. Use breathing techniques to stay calm. Prepare mentally and physically before speaking. Reframing nervousness as excitement. Your body reacts to fear and excitement in almost the same way: increased heart rate, adrenaline rush, and heightened awareness. Instead of seeing nerves as a weakness, train yourself to reinterpret them as energy. How to shift your mindset. Instead of thinking, "I'm so nervous," tell yourself, "I'm excited and ready." Focus on your audience's benefit rather than your own fears. Visualize a successful speech. Imagine the audience responding positively. The best speakers don't eliminate fear, they harness it to add energy and passion to their delivery. Using breathing techniques to stay calm. Nervousness often causes shallow breathing, which makes your voice weaker and your body tense. Controlled breathing can instantly calm your nerves. Try this technique before speaking. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 4 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat 3 to 5 times. This simple method lowers your heart rate and helps you feel more in control. Preparing mentally and physically before speaking. Confidence comes from preparation. The more prepared you are, the less anxious you'll feel. Mental preparation. Practice your speech out loud multiple times. Memorize your opening lines. This helps you start with confidence. Use positive affirmations. I am prepared. I am confident. My audience wants me to succeed. Physical preparation. Stretch your body to release tension. Warm up your voice with simple vocal exercises. Smile. This signals to your brain that you're relaxed. Key takeaway. Stage fright is normal, but it doesn't have to control you. By reframing nervousness, using calming techniques, and preparing effectively, you can step on stage with confidence and deliver a powerful speech.